Yo, peace. Welcome back to the channel. KUT here. Here's the KUT Productionz video. Go on, subscribe, hit that like button, drop a comment. So, you see it right there in the middle of that WU logo. This is the final chamber. Is this the final chamber? Is this the end of the WU-TANG as far as during tours and everything like that? I'm going to give you my answer later. I was at the show last night, the Phoenix show. Pretty dope. Here's my pros, here's my cons. Not many cons. Dope show. They were passionate about it. They put the work in. Show was nice. Visuals, everything was dope. Everything was great. The only con I have is just audio, and that's to be given for an indoor closed off space. I saw them a few years ago in other shows that are typically outside where the air is open, the sound can just travel, and it's just more clear. Indoors, it's bouncing off all those walls and all that stuff. But overall, it was still dope. They came, they did their classics. This is a farewell show. Definitely believe that. I believe it. At first, I was like, nah, they'll probably come back and do some more stuff. I think individually you'll see them around doing things, but I think as a group, this is probably the last show. It had that feel. I just think this is it. It had that farewell feel to it. But what they did song-wise was super dope. They did the classics. They did. If you were there from day one, you were in your lane. They did everything from 36 Chamber. They pretty much did the whole album. Then they picked songs from off Into the WU-TANG Forever. So they just picked songs off there and highlighting everybody's big moments. Young Dirty Bastard, he did his father's, rest in peace, Old Dirty. He did hit all his parts. And he's a star, man. People love him. Old Dirty was his own unique individual, and his son is definitely holding that down. So definitely go see this show. On the back, this t-shirt I picked up in the merch line. I like it because it got the final chamber, then on the back got all the tour dates. It's a classic. It's a classic shirt. It's gonna go down in history. And you can see Phoenix. We just did our thing June 18th. It was downtown at, well, on here it says Footprint Arena, but they changed the name. It's called it's just the Phoenix Arena now. So that was ours. Then it was on a WU Wednesday, so that was last night. So that was super dope that it lined up. But yeah, this is probably it. So go check the show out when it comes to your cities. A bunch of other cities left. I know Chicago. They like in July. I think they'll be heading to Cali, Denver. It's a bunch of shows. So catch them if you can. Don't miss out on this. I initially debated it, but now I know it was like, no, it was a no-brainer. I just went on and locked my ticket in like a little while ago, not too long ago. I went on and locked it in and said, let me go on and catch this if it's the last one. But I really do. First I was like, nah, but I can hear RZA now. I told you, this is the last WU-TANG show. I can hear RZA now, in case they don't. But I think it is. I got a feeling it's the last show. Everybody's getting older. They probably just want to chill and do other stuff and still do records. But as far as a group, unless a big bag get offered to them to all come back out, in a few years or whatever, that may happen. But they say in the final chamber. But we will wait and see. So, dude, that's the highlights of just the songs. All that was dope. Just that one little with the audio is because you're indoors. But my seats were pretty dope. It was kind of up high. It was not nosebleeds. They had a little price tag on them. It was like a straight on view of the stage. You can see the screens. Everything was clear. No block vision. No nothing. Crowd was with it. It was energetic. It was dope. It was dope. They opened with, like I said, 36 Chamber. They did the whole album all the way through. Mystery Chess Box and Bring the Ruckus. They did all them joints. Then they closed the show out with Triumph, I believe. It was dope. It was dope. It was a solid performance. Everything was no as far as technical stuff, everything it flowed. As far as from our vision, everything flowed right through. But the show was opened by Run the Jewels. And I didn't mention them because I missed it. I went with a friend, and a couple of us was out there, and we went and kind of got split off because they had different seats. And I ran into some people from Trill, and we were talking, and kind of missed the whole Run the Jewels show being in that merch line. So Run the Jewels was just to open. I think they just did a few tracks or whatever. But by the time I got there, it was like kind of in a little intermission, so it was cool. I couldn't find my seat initially. I'm like, it was because it was dark, and then I get one of the people, and they was like, this row, and that's all my opening. Then I went to my seat, so that was cool. But yeah, it was at the Phoenix Suns, where the Suns played at the Phoenix Arena. So yeah, it was dope. It was dope. Other than that, the day before that, the reason why I'm making this video is I want to show you. The day before, I met U-God. U-God was doing an in-store at Bevmo, the beverage drink company, and he was there because he is promoting his drink called Venom. You can see you got the You God logo right there. So these come in a 4-pack. It's alcoholic. It's a cider. And the flavor is, it's a mixed flavor thing. Let me see what it says a hard carbonated cider with blackberry, pineapple, mango, and vanilla. So these were in a 4-pack. He was doing an in-store, a meet and greet type deal. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna bring some stuff to get signed. So I did go, and I built this WU-TANG rocket a while ago. This is what I do. I launch rockets, build rockets, design rockets. I took this and he signed it right there. Him and his boy, man, they were super excited to see it. He's like, oh man, I sent a picture. He said he's gonna send a picture of that to Ray, the purple tape. But yeah, it's rocket right here. You know, people know me, know I build and launch these. So yeah, he signed right there. He was super excited. We took some pictures and stuff. He was cool, man. He was cool. You guys was cool. He was a solid one. He signed all my other stuff, which I'm gonna show you right now. Now I got the stuff that he signed in 2 separate categories because I had a bag, like a record bag, like a tote, my Trill tote that I take. Where is that at? I don't even know where I put it. But I have my tote bag that holds records. I can't find it. But anyway, it holds records. I had all my sleeves and everything I was taking with me with some other items that I was going to get him to sign. So when I was taking them out, he started grabbing stuff and signing. And some things he signed the plastic. So this card right here, this is a You Got card. That's the case that signed and not the card. So this got to kind of stay together. He signed that. So I'm going to show you the ones that signed the plastic, then the ones that signed on the surface of the item. So that one, then I had this premiere issue of Wu-Tang 9 Rings, their comic book from Image Comics. And you can see he signed right there on the plastic. I should have been more ready. I didn't get a chance to get stuff out because he wasn't moving fast, but he said, okay, I got you. He just started signing. He was super cool. He was cool, no doubt about it. In this magazine, again, the plastic, I didn't get it. And I was like, I didn't want to interrupt him. Nah, I just let him go and do his thing. I didn't want to, he signed though. He signed right there. And yeah, they have signed above his name, You Got right there. All on the plastic though. This one I didn't mind so much because this is still sealed. This the 7-inch, the WU-TANG 36 7-inch is still sealed on the plastic in yellow though. I don't mind this so much. This is actually pretty dope. I don't mind this. But the magazine and that card, I wish that would have been on the surface of the card. But that's cool. Now for the ones that he actually signed. And I'm gonna start with this right here. Let's start with this. One of his dope songs, this single, the Pinky Ring single, this is actually on the cover. So he did it right there. Here's the Pinky Ring 12-inch single. WU-TANG. So, and this is from their album, I think this is the Iron Flag album. So we did that one. That's on the surface. And of course, well, not of course, I'm gonna start with this. Let me get this just to show you that it's really, I'm gonna take it out of the plastic to show you that it's on the surface. And that is no glare on it. This is when they were preparing for their second album to come out. I had this magazine ever since '97, signed right there by You God on the cover. So what I have to do now is just, when you meet everybody else, you get them to sign as you go along. So, and speaking of getting other people, after that show, I kind of missed out, but I was done. I had enough, but I should have probably went because Ghostface, he was doing a meet and greet. But I think it cost $100, like a VIP kind of meet and greet thing. And I don't even know if he was going to be signing. It was after the show. Probably was. They seem to be super cool, man. They all seem dope. So it was a meet and greet with Ghostface for $100 at the Monarch Theater, which is very close to the arena. But once I got out of the show, just hanging around for a little bit outside, then we went on and rolled out. I was like, I had a good time. I had a good time. So that was this one. Just showed you that one on the surface. So. And then we're going to move to some more stuff. Everything, this is all on the surface. So set it off. 36 chambers on the surface. You guys signed it right there. So like I said, over the next few years or however, whenever somebody come to town, somebody got a book or somebody got some kind of product or something, they doing a meet and greet, I'll take this. If nothing else, definitely get 36 signed. Then we're going to move on to the W. I got the W sign. This one is on the surface. I'm not going to take it out of the plastic. I just bundled all this stuff back up, but that's on the surface. It's not on the plastic. It's definitely on the cover of the record. This is the W. Another one of their dope albums. Like I think a lot of people like this album. It's a pretty dope record. It's a dope record. I like it. It's a classic. It's a classic. Then I'll take this one out because this is super cool. So yeah, WU-TANG Forever. Wu-Tang Forever right there on the surface. He signed right above himself too, right there. Yeah, he signed over there. So like I said, as time go on, you can catch somebody. I'll get the rest signed. And I think that is all of my, is that everything? Yeah, that's all the signatures. So he signed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 9 with the Rocket. So he signed 9 albums. That's 9 items. So shout out to you guys, man. Salute to the Wu-Tang Clan. That was super dope. And something I did see that was so dope was a video I saw on Instagram. They were doing a show, and the Wu-Tang Dunks that came out a while ago, the ones that I missed, if you saw a previous video, I had them in the bag. Like I got pulled in a raffle at this sneaker shop out here. I just missed a call. I was meeting an astronaut for a meet and greet thing, some space stuff, and I missed getting those kicks. I missed the call. I called back the next day. They were like, oh, they went to the next person, so I missed them. But anyway, it was at a show, and somebody had tied them together, and they attached a Sharpie and threw it on stage. They were in the front. They paid those kind of like VIP seats up front. So they threw it on stage, and it was so dope that they all just passed it around. They all took turns signing the shoe and passed it around to everybody. That was super dope, man. That's why the Wu-Tang is. Oh, actually 10 items. I just saw this one. So 10 items I got signed. 10 items got signed by you guys from the Wu-Tang. So that was pretty dope. But yeah, that was pretty cool. Then somebody threw the sneakers up there and they signed them all. But yeah, man, just go see the show. This is the final. What did it say? It's right here. Right here. The final chamber. There it is right there. The final chamber. Go to the show. Don't miss out. As a matter of fact, I'll read off where it's coming to if you're watching this video right now. So we at the June 20th is Ontario, Canada. Then we got, I'm going to just read the cities. San Diego coming, LA, San Francisco, Sacramento, Seattle, Vancouver, Portland, Inglewood, Colorado, Chicago, Detroit, Columbus, Boston. Is that Quebec, Canada? Oh yeah, then they move into Laval, Canada. Yep, Quebec, Canada, Toronto, then New York, Newark, New Jersey, and Philly is the last date, July 18th. So Philly can catch it. Yep, the North American Tour, 2025. Yep. Yeah, so final chamber. I wonder if they're doing a European one. There might be a European one coming too. So they probably knock us out, then take a break, and then get back out there. But yeah, man, shout out to you guys, man. Super cool, man. Shout out to the Wu-Tang for all these years of just dopeness and keeping it solid when it comes to the music and everything. They had their dysfunctional moments and all that. But yeah, Wu-Tang is classic, man. Wu-Tang is classic. They brought us a lot of great music. A lot of great stories. Old Dirty's funny. His son's doing what he do, man. His son performed all his parts. It's super cool. But anyway, that's the video for today. It's KT Productionz. Check this video coming up, and be back with something else. All right, y'all. Peace.